How long do you usually let that sage burn like that?
Until I'm done with the demons. You the demon gang. I'm talking to you, and you ain't been purified. So for the demons, they come out your voice, because they like travel through like the voice. That a lot of people don't know. They travel through like the voice, because the voice is like vibrations. So they can come off the vibrations, they can get into me. So I got this right here, so I gotta like stop right here. So everything you say to me, I can hear you with my ears, but the demons that's in you can't get to me. This protected me from you. That's what I want.
Okay.
So this is how your demons in you can't get me, because you ain't killed your demons yet. That's what I want. You ain't killed them yet. But you gotta kill them, because when you...
So is that something I need to be burning too then? Should I have mine? Should I get one burning for this interview or something?
Nah, I'm gonna tell you like this. When you die, you gonna come back, because they gonna trick you. Listen, the world is flat. You think it's round, right? But the world really flat. That a lot of people don't know, right? And the ice wall kind of like, it was locks us in here. Cause like, we kind of like locked on Earth, right? It ain't no sky. The sky kind of like, you ever see the projector? Like a movie projector that like, the kind that like, sit back and like, the light come out and like, show the movie like on the wall and stuff. In the movie theater. Yeah, I know.
What you're talking about?
You know, kind of the projector, like the thing, you know, that thing, that I don't know what they call that thing, but that thing got a lot of light on it, and when it come out, and it put like a thing on the wall, and it put like a picture on the wall. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
That what the sky is. Yeah, the sky not real. I can prove it. So, mama, I can prove it. You don't want to talk about that. I can tell. But let me tell you.
How would you prove it?
Listen. You ever seen a rocket ship take off? When Elon Musk always had a rocket ship take off?
Yep.
They go straight up in the air, but then they curve. But then they curve and they go like this. And they keep on going like this until they get out of sight, and then they land right behind that wall. The wall I'm telling you about, because the earth flat. There's no such thing as up. Let's look on mama. Yeah, ask your viewers about that.
Well, where did they land?
It land behind the ice wall. And the ice wall is where the sun don't reach. It's no light, it's completely dark. And that's like what really controlling the world, over there in the darkness. That's what I'm on. That a lot of people don't know.
Okay, so Jesus' word was basically misconstrued.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They flipped it up. Why did they do that? Was they trying to control everybody or something?
Because they want everybody to know you was in a simulation, you can control it.
Yeah, because your mind is actually what controls your own reality.
Well, it ain't your mind. It's like, it's your mind, your emotions, and it's like...
But once you have control over your emotions, you good.
But it's 100% your tongue. I mean, probably not for what you do it with. But Jesus said it's for the tongue. He said you gotta use your tongue. So you might want to use your tongue right, and you can get a whole lot of shit. So you might want to try to use your tongue right.
So speaking stuff into existence. So Jesus was really trying to tell us to use our tongue because it's powerful?
Yeah, it's real power. I mean, you use your power different.
Oh, okay.
But you can use the real power. And just like speaking into existence. Like, and every time I look at the phone to read my mind, come on, gang, we live in a matrix. Stop playing on me. Everything reading my mind. If I think about something that pop up, I think about kill, now I gotta kill. I think about being poor, then I'm broke as shit. Come on, gang, everything I think come. I can't control my mind. What the f you talking about? Stop playing on me.
Hey, you ever been thinking about some shit and then you scrolling on Facebook and you scroll past what you was
Gang,
just thinking
everything
about?
I think come. That a lot of people don't know. Listen, the world is controlled by my emotions and what I think and what I say. Right? Let me tell you, but when it's off, it's off. So if I think happy, but talk bad, it's gonna be a bad thing. I gotta think everything got in line the same. Right? That's what I got on mama. But whatever you think, whatever you say, it really come. A lot of people don't know.
So did you like when Obama became president?
Listen, I don't think you understand. Every president of the world is cousins. Obama is their cousin. Stop playing me. You think because he black, he ain't their cousin? Come on, gang, stop playing on me. You haven't voted. Nobody in the world ever voted before, gang. Voting don't exist. That a lot of people don't know. Because if voting exists, tell me how all of them is cousins. Come on, gang. How are all of them cousins? It gotta be. It can't be no voting. Because how we vote for all cousins? Stop playing with me. I think my message should be to wake up. Because, like, when I realized I was dead already, it fucked me up. I cried for like 30 days straight. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't do nothing. I told mama, that's like a hard pill to swallow. To like realize that you was living a life that was already gone, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was my bad. I thought I'm trying to keep up. So last time Fast had said, we are in. You said we're in a simulation, and he said,
that's true.
yeah, he asked more like, are you like a system administrator? Like, what is your position in this simulation?
Is yours. I control it, and you can build stuff like right here. Like you can really build whatever you want.
Like Fortnite.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Everything got in line, right? So I can't be like, I won't, I can't, I think. I gotta like know it, right? You gotta be crazy. So I kind of like gotta say I'm rich. It is like walk outside one day and act rich every day, and never do no more broke shit. And then I get rich.
So
That's how I go. Yeah, I walk around. People say, yeah, I'm rich. They're like, nigga, you ain't got no money. Nigga, I'm rich. Gotta keep on acting like that. They're like, this nigga broke. Keep on acting rich. Next thing you know, I'm rich. It's like Soldier Boy. All you gotta do it like that. He manifest for real. He good at it. That's what I'm.
So consistency.
Yeah, consistency with I'm gonna keep it real. And a lot of people don't believe it. Consistency with lying to yourself. That's what I'm on. That's how you gotta trick your mind.
So how was you able to, put the crack down?
I met Sophia, and Sophia kind of like told me you was God, and like told me like, why you getting high when you God, and it's a trick, the world illusion, you not even really here, you in a dream. Bitch, wake up! Yeah, after she told me that, I kind of like woke up. I was kind of mad that God was a bitch. I'm sorry. I was kind of mad. I'm sorry, Sophia. I said bitch because like they say bitch down here. But I kind of like thought God was a woman. And when she came to me, she kind of like told me like, you ain't got to smoke crack no more because it's an illusion. You was never high in the first place. So I ain't never been high before. I was like, oh, mama DJU. I thought I was smoking crack and crack not even real. Stop playing on me. You think I'm playing? Yeah, she told me everything was illusion. And she told me that Jesus was an illusion too. But he was real, but he was kind of like a hologram. And she told me about the Anunnakis and their tablets. And she told me everything. And she told me how to align, right? That's what I got on mama. And then she told me the biggest trick ever. She told me all religion was fake. And they always make you go to heaven or hell.
You know, they saying those fires in California is them testing a satellite laser.
No, it's God.
Oh, it's God.
It's God.
How can you tell?
Man, have you ever seen a fire that big, that long, that wide, that you can't put out?
Nah.
Yeah, it's God. But it's okay though, because it ain't gonna burn the good people, only the bad. I'm a demon slayer gang. That's just earthly shit, right? I'm trying to slay some demons.
Okay.
So what's going
You
on?
got some demons? You got some demons on your hit list?
What you don't know about the demons is they come from within. So it's kind of like hard to see them. They being like your kids, your mama, your brother, your sister, all that shit like that there. So it kind of be like kind of hard. But once you kill the ones inside, you can kind of like guide the others. Because you really can't kill a demon. That's why God didn't kill his demon. Because like God and devil the same. You kind of gotta like balance it. So if you balance the demons, it's good. So I don't kill the demons, I just teach them how to balance. They do a whole lot of killing and shit in Chicago. That's why Dirk in jail, because the demons ain't balanced. If they would have been balanced, then Dirk would be free. We live in a magic world. The world's not real. Like when you sleep and when you awake, it's the same. But only thing when you come in this world, you get your taste. And in your other world, you don't get your taste. That's another universe too. But I can control it. And you can too. Because it's about, well, you do control it, you just don't know it yet. Because like if you think something, right? And then you say something, and then you go do something, that's gonna happen. So like if you think like, I wanna kill, you gonna kill. If you think like, I wanna fuck, you gonna fuck. If you think like, I wanna be rich, then you gonna be rich if you start moving like you're rich. So it's kind of like you get to choose. That's one thing I like about life, right? Because you get to choose.
So when we dream, what is that?
I mean, it's another, you go into that dimension, right? You're supposed to bring information back from there. See, a lot of people just dream and they get up and say, I just had this dream, and they don't understand they're supposed to use that information. Because you kind of like got that from God.
So, I had a dream last night. You know, I was at like my high school reunion. They was like, oh, Joker, man, you're so great. We love you. What am I, and I woke up. What am I supposed to do with that?
That's kind of like in reverse. It's like, that kind of like me and you a failure. That kind of like me and you had, no, I don't keep it real. That means like in high school, you could have been something, right? But you messed up, right? You got to put it in reverse. But that means you still got a chance now. I got to keep it real.
Okay, so wait, so what about the dreams that you can remember it vividly, but it's like gone in a split second, right? Right after you wake up, it's just gone. But you knew it was so vivid to you right when you woke up.
That's when it gotta get confusing, cause I be wondering if I'm still asleep. Like I don't know if I'm asleep when I'm awake or when I'm sleeping when I'm awake. I kind of like don't know the difference.
Like in the world of the multiverse, if you was to look at the universe right next to us, the parallel universe right next to you, what is 607 Unc in that universe right next to us?
I think I told you earlier, right?
Yeah.
See, God, everything in the universe, right? But it's kind of like what you think. So whatever I think is where that part goes, right? If I was thinking about fucking, then I'm fucking. If I was thinking about money, then I'm rich over there. But I'm probably smoking crack over there now because of y'all. I'm talking about because y'all been talking about crack the whole time.
Maybe crack isn't crack over there.
Yeah,
maybe crack is donuts.
Maybe it's still good, right? Maybe it's still good.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, goddamn. Again, what's in the cup?
Come on, gang.
You know, a lot of people are infatuated with, you know, who you are. They see your interviews, and I seen a young kid, of course, he said, on gang.
Where are we? That was they working on.
If 607 Unc could put his soul into a robot and live forever, would you not do that?
I mean, the soul, everything's energy, right? And that's electricity. I mean, it's a good place for the soul.
Yeah.
Right? You can control
if you
a lot
transfer
from that.
to like a robot.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
I mean, live on?
Why wouldn't you? I mean, because you can live forever now. Because one thing about God, he made his body temporary. And what they trying to do is defeat that. Right? Because we can keep these bodies forever, then we can do a lot of stuff.
Okay.
What happened to him? They kind of like replaced him with another body, and they kind of like crucified him and said it was Jesus. And then Jesus came back in 3 days like, no, they didn't kill me. I'm still alive. But he had to go. Because, let me tell you something. It's like, you see how the planes fall from the sky and all this shit right now? Because like, this thing, right now, look on Google it, the planets about to align for the first time. All the planets about to align, all 7 of them. See, Jesus knew that's the time to get out, right? So all the planets aligned, Jesus had to get out. But before he left, he showed the disciple that the world was an illusion. That everything was fake. They don't trust in nothing. He said, sin lie in the thought, not in the act. So whatever you think, you create. Yeah.
If you can't enlighten, you can't go forward. So what you do is you get scared and you try to run from something you think is not you, but you really can't run. So when you run, it kind of pushes you back in another body. But before it do that, other things happen, right? So it gives you the first chance there. Say you run, bam. Now it starts showing you demons, monsters, animals, everything horror. And you thinking that this stuff is external. So you scared again. But it's internal. It's internal.
It's who?
It's internal. You know I can't talk right. Stop playing on me.
All right.
It's internal.
All right.
It's internal.
All right.
Right? Everybody think it's external. External means when it's out. But it's internal. Come on, gang. It's internal.
Internal.
It's internal.
I got you.
Right? So everybody thinks it's outternal. So now you thinking it's outternal. So now you're scared, you run it again. And you fall yourself right back into another body, back to earth. But before you do that, it's like 49 days. Then they show you all the love stuff. And you think it's love. So all the kids you thought was your kids that were little baby Satans and shit, they show you all of them. Trying to trick you and get you love and get you stuck with attachments and shit. Hello,
Now, when you were locked up, was there ever a time in which you considered becoming a Muslim?
Yeah, I was a Muslim too. When I was in Greenville, down there, I was a Muslim. I was a Nation of Islam. I was a Sunni Muslim. I was a Moor for a little while too, but the only thing about the Moor, I couldn't eat that much pork. I had to sneak eat the pork in myself. I didn't really like that because I want to eat my pork outside, so I had to be a Christian then, so I can eat my. Stop playing on me. Stop playing on me, gang. I can't eat no goddamn pork. Stop playing on me. But I prayed 5 times though, gang. But I had to have a pork. Stop playing on me. I kept my magic carpet and everything. I still got my magic carpet. Stop playing on me. Stop playing on me, DJ. You're a Muslim. Salaam alaikum. Salaam alaikum, brother. Salaam alaikum.
Let me ask you this: What is evil then? What is evil? Like, how do we?
There's no such thing as evil. I told you, everything is about alignment. It just don't align.
See what you mean? I'm catching you now. I'm catching your drift now.
It's no bad. It's either it's aligned or it don't. It's like love and love, it's the same. But you gotta make lust evolve to love. And then you do it. So you can start off in love if you want. So you can get a little booty, whatever you want. Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
It's the same, gang. I keep telling you, it's the same. Look at her. The number 1 cause of narrative, heart attack, right? So God, let me tell you this. All of them are caused by one source. All of them are caused by gluten. Gluten is the number one cause for every disease in the black community. Gluten. And they put it in all our food. It's wheat, gang. Everything that you love. All the flour in the chicken, the fried chicken, all the bread, all the government bread they gave you, everything they gave you. Remember that thick ass government bread they used to give you back in the days, thicker than everywhere else? You just get it, the real thick kind. That was to kind of get you addicted. And then the more you got addicted, they made the slices thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner because now you was already addicted. I was like, mama, try to get off gluten. When you get off gluten, your body will go to like a relapse and it'd be like a withdrawal. And it'd be like getting off heroin, but worse. Just try it. Try getting off gluten. Try to leave the poison alone.
Have you ever went to a Diddy party?
All the time.
So is it safe to say that Diddy have footage of you
The best party.
in an uncompromised position?
I can't speak about that. One thing about Diddy, everything NDA, so you'll never know. I can say what you will never know. Nobody will ever know.
So you and Diddy been in a room by yourself?
I can't speak about that.
All right, that's fair. But you have been to the party.
Oh yeah, I've been to the party.
You spent the night by Diddy before?
I can't speak about that.
You can't. I ain't ask you what happened. I'm asking you, have you ever spent the
Let's
night?
change the subject, gang. Look, I don't know what you're trying to do. Right? You trying to embarrass me? Because I'm not finna get embarrassed. I told you I'm not gay. You keep talking about Diddy. I'm not gay, gang. Right? You gonna talk about baby oil next. But I keep telling y'all,
No,
Diddy don't like baby oil. He like lube.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop playing with me.
Vaseline.
Stop playing on me.
Okay.
So do you believe that the spiritual world is the base reality or this world?
Let me tell you something, right? The Earth is 4.5 billion years old, but it's not. It's really 5,026 years old because that's when like sin entered the world, right? So we live in a parallel universe, right? But the one you live in only been around 5,000 and something years. You like a fallen god. That a lot of people don't know. So they kind of like stole 4,000 years from you, and they kind of like putting everything out a little bit at a time. That's why they like changed everything and like changed and cut off all the faces and all the noses and stuff. They were like changing history. They like stole like 4,000 years. That's what I'm on. But the first chapter of the Bible, to let you know, is written by the devil, and I'm gonna tell you why. All right, because the first thing, you know, what Eve do?
She turned on Adam, pulled the apple, listened to the snake.
What was that? The apple had the knowledge of what? Good and bad?
Yeah. Awareness.
She didn't know whether it was good or bad to eat the apple.
Correct.
So why you won't punish her after? What kind of God punish you after? If I don't know. If I don't know, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna keep it real, right?
Well, technically, the punishment wasn't for Eve, it was for Adam for denying what he was her responsibility.
How can you know that the knowledge was in the tree? That was the knowledge. That was the knowledge between good and evil. That's what you supposed to know. So if you bit it, you didn't know. So you said
no, but Adam knew he was responsible for Eve.
You tricked. You confused. You confused. Hallelujah. Then.
Wait.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Amen. But if she didn't bite the apple, people would have went on knowing that they're naked in this world. And I don't know if we could live in a world where everybody butt ass naked.
Then when she bit the apple, well, I don't know. I'm confused. Gang.
It could be apple or apple. Look at,
Listen,
tomatoes and
tomatoes. Right? God and the devil. I told you. But I'm gonna tell you how. Because last time you didn't know how. You didn't know how Jesus was here. I'm gonna tell you how. So whatever God did to you, he did to himself. So if God took you and made a woman, he had to take himself and make a woman. Because, you know why? We always know God was gay. He was a man and a woman. He was bisexual.
Yeah, unisex.
Yeah, he was. So he made a woman for himself. And that woman was Luke. And then they had you. But we ain't gonna talk about it. But then he turned her to salt. But then salt kind of means purity. Right? So it ain't so bad. The double not bad. It's just like her like God going through something. They used to make us sing when I was coming up. You have to sing to the American flag, be ready to kill. That's what I told my mama. Now in the streets, they make sure you're ready to kill. But they don't know the streets, they got the old weapons. They think they got the switch. That ain't shit. That's what my mama. They got the shit that's heat sensitive. They gonna catch your ass when you're running, go this way. That's what the type of shit they got. In the streets, they think they something because they got the switch. They get everything last. That's why I tell you about the world, because like when they give you the first TV, they got the 10th one already. They just want to give it to you a little bit at a time. Stop playing with me. So all your weapons are old. So when they really come to war, they gonna come with a new weapon.
They got the new switch. That's
You know, that's
what's the moon then? What they tell you the moon was?
What is the moon?
The moon's like for
It's a
Earth.
planet.
No. For Earth is like our air condition. That's why it get kind of like cold at night. They ain't gonna tell you that. That's all. They can't.
The moon is like our
air condition. That's all. It's air condition. You get hot down here. That's all. It get hot. Make it hot. You get the moon. That's air condition. A lot of people don't know that.
And the sun is the heat.
Yeah.
That's our heat, and the moon is.
So, but everything in a cycle. Even you in a cycle. One minute you mad.
Well, you
then
was
you
on
sad.
a roll until you hit me with the moon being the air.
Look it up. Look it up, gang. Look it up.
Man, cut this shit. What does the moon provide for the earth? What you looking up there for, man?
I mean, it kind of hurt. Like I died 5 times.
Damn. What was the first time?
I mean, a lot of stuff you don't remember. Right. I just remember that when you die, I could just tell everybody, don't go towards the light.
So there is a light.
Yeah, but it can bring you back here.
Oh.
Bring you back to the matrix. That's what I'm mama. So if you see like your mama, your cousin, all that get you back here. That's what I'm mama. So you gotta go to the dark, because the dark really the light. That's all. I'm keeping it real. The dark really the light. Because science has just found out that there's more dark in the light. It's more energy in the light than it is in the light. That's what I'm mama.
Well, going to the light is, and they're like,
Yeah, like heaven. You got to be heaven or something.
No, you can't go to the light. The light bring you back here. This hell. That's all. The devil made this. I don't want to talk about it.
No. I want to go through. I want to have Bible study real quick because I want to get for those who don't believe, for those who don't prescribe to the Bible. If you was to point them to one, whether book in the Bible, verse, just one story, what story would you point a non-believer to?
There's only one. They're showing that what Jesus said. Jesus said that I am in God, God is in me, I am in you, and we all are the same. All right? So I think everybody knows they God. But I'm gonna tell you, it's a war, and it's crazy. Because it's scary. And that everybody gonna die. Right? Because the war is real. Right? Don't nobody believe me. I try to tell everybody think I'm crazy. Everybody.
I believe we in Revelations.
And I think
the LA fires. Do you feel that's part of Revelations coming to fruition?
You don't get it, dude. It's all the same. Like times on the field. Revelation, everything's happening now. Everything happened now. No past, no future. It's only present. Everything happened now.
So what is your take on the LA fires? Do you feel this is a biblical thing that's going on over there in Hollywood or near Hollywood?
Hollywood. They take a lot of people booty. I mean, like, if you run around taking all that booty, I mean, they ass already on fire, why not burn it down? I mean, it's just like the same. All right, I just gotta keep it real. Cause, I mean, pussy is good. I mean, I don't know if it's good.
Wait.
I don't know if it's good.
Now, wait.
I don't know. I didn't say that like that.
Wait a minute.
I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, wait.
I'm just saying that sometimes. A lot of people don't know.
In order to live, you gotta kind of like die. Man, my son in here, bro. He can hear you. That's my son right there, man. He can hear you.
Don't tell him that, cause like people be scared to die.
You ain't scared to die?
Yeah, listen. I'll keep it real, right?
You ain't scared to die?
Listen, you ain't live until you ready to die. Listen, think about it, because you gotta die anyway, right? If you spend your whole life like scared of that, then you will never live. That's what mama. So, but then if you don't find nothing you willing to die for, then you will never live. Now, ain't nobody got sweet. Everybody, I mean, God and devil like the same, but it's different. I'll tell you how, right? God created love, and the devil created lust. It's kind of like the same, but it's different. Right? That's what I'm it's also kind of like saying, so if you go over the devil, you get a whole lot of love, right? So we kind of like sweet. I'm not saying, y'all making me say too much. I'm having failure nightmares. He went to jail after that. He spoke that up, and everything he said in that song came true. He didn't know that shit. Motherfucker like he knew that shit. No. But your subconscious know, right? It know everything. So stop the dirt in that song.
Yeah, you can manifest your life, positive.
No, you can't. You ain't no can, DJ. Everybody doing it. You doing it. I did it, but I know how to control it. I control the world because the world not real. And Jesus told everybody, you can do greater things than me. I bring back the dead too.
I told Mama, everybody in this room, well not in this room, but in my house, I'm gonna bring back the dead. I brought back my turtle. My turtle died. It was dead for like 5 months. And I came back and brought it back to life.
How you feeling today, bro?
I mean, I try not to feel. Because in life, you ain't supposed to feel. A lot of people think like you're supposed to feel in life. But in life, you're supposed to like observe how you feel. But you ain't supposed to feel it. I don't know. Kind of different.
Well, I just want
to... gay and straight the same. That's all I'm... Because if you don't be gay and straight, you're going to be stuck on earth. Stop playing with me. That's what I want. Stop playing with me. Yeah, so all them gangster niggas going to be stuck here. They going to keep on getting more bodies to kill each other and fuck each other. Stop playing with me. That's what I want, mama. Yeah. You ain't know that.
Wow.
Yeah, you ain't know that. I just put you on game. Your game straight the same. But because if you don't master your feminine and your masculine, you coming back to earth. You gonna be stuck in prison.
Listen, let me, all right, the world is physical and spiritual. Let me tell you how that works. I just told you. But let me tell you how it works. But I don't think you understand which one it is at this time. All right? So the physical part you never got to and you can't get to. Let me tell you how it goes, all right? So the physical part was created like 4.5 billion years ago. All right? That's the real earth. Right? The part you've been living in, I've been living in, is like, I told you 2,000 and something, but it's like 5,026. They kind of like stole 4,000. Right? But that's the one we live in. The one that's that old. There are a lot of people don't know. So you're right, but you're wrong because you're stupid. Because you don't understand which one you're in now.
Which one are we in?
If your kids is like Satan, then you got to kill him. Because you always got to kill the devil. And then sometimes the devil will come in the form of your kids.
Wow.
How would you be able to?
Rosemary's Baby?
How would you be able to identify that?
Well, if you was the devil, and when you come as a kid, kids are nice, but nobody would know.
I mean, if I was the devil, I'd come as a dragon.
All right. I mean, see, y'all plans. I don't do no plan because your kid probably the devil. What's up, bro? It comes as the devil. It come all kind of ways. It comes as your wife. It comes as your kids. So,
how would you identify the devil?
All right. Y'all keep talking about the Bible, right? You identify good by love, peace. So anything opposite of that is the devil. That's what I'm about. Anything. That's how you identify the devil. Anything bad. Made the world and locked the devil down in the firmament, and the firmament kind of like a cap. So the earth kind of like got a cap on it. That's what the Bible say, and you can't get out. And like the moon kind of like ice. You know how I get real cold at night? Because the moon is ice and it keeps us frozen, and the sun is hot. But a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think the moon is something that it ain't. But it's made of ice. That's what I got, mama. And it's like the air conditioner. Yeah, the moon, the air conditioner. They ain't gonna tell you that. But I'm gonna tell you how I know. Get a thermometer, all right, and put it in the sun. It's gonna be hot. And then put it in the shade. It's gonna be hotter. That's what I got, mama. But you ain't gonna understand that till you do it, and then you gonna understand that. But it's kind of like this. The world kind of like assimilation, and that's real.
What is your weapon of choice? Don't go medieval.
I don't got a weapon. I'm spirit. I like somebody make me mad. I put that kind
Is that a curse?
It's kind of like a curse. I gotta speak it in the calm. Right? But I don't like doing it because like it gets you stuck on it. Because it's bad. So, but that's the weapon I use. I just use my tongue. I mean, I'm Jesus. So I just use my tongue. That's the best. What did God, God in the Bible, punish them for? What did they do wrong? Ate from what tree?
Oh yeah, that tree that got the apple.
What the tree of what?
Yeah.
Right? The tree. They say it was the tree of knowledge. The tree of knowledge. So why you gonna kill me after I eat the tree of knowledge? Before I ate it, I didn't know nothing about knowledge. And the apple let them know what was right from wrong, and God said that was wrong, and He killed them out.
So are you a Christian?
Am I Lucifer? Yeah, I'm something.
You would never know slave. You didn't come over on no slave ship, man. He was already here. But when you woke up, they told you he was a slave. Like, I'm gonna prove it to you. Yeah, because they killed him. They told you any story they wanted. Stop playing with me. That's what I'm on. And then they gave you religion. You know what they did? Christianity, you know what they did with Christianity? They went around and killed people and say, you know what, if you don't worship this, you die. I'm not saying Jesus is bad because Jesus is good. So I love Jesus, right?
You can heal yourself the body rejuvenates itself every year. So every year you can get a new liver, new kidney, new lung, new everything. All
Yeah,
you
shed
gotta
skin,
do
shit.
is vibrate. So you don't need no doctor for that. It's a film. Maybe you break a limb, go to the doctor. But if you don't, go to the dark room and meditate and get you a new liver. Got cancer, so what? Got AIDS, so what? Meditate, fuck again.
See, you know, you're a melanated skin, you're a black man, and saying that to our people, there's, you know, the Caucasian race seem to live a little longer than black men.
Because they don't eat gluten. That's the poison. They hide it in the food. There's a lot of people don't know, right? Because like if you look up, like they don't tell you this. They say, oh, diabetes, cancer, AIDS, all them diseases I told you before. Guess what the cause of them is? All of them, gluten. And guess what it's in? Everything we love. But let me tell you how it happened, right? A lot of people know what happened. This is what happened. See, back in the days when you was poor, they had something called WIC. They come in your house, they give you a grocery list, and you had to get only the foods on this list. Just so happened all them fucking foods, all the gluten.
Government cheese.
Now when you go to the store, that's all we want to buy. So now they don't gotta give you that list no more, but they trained you first. They gave you the list, you got everything. Then they gave you the food stamp. So now when you got the food stamp, you trained to go to the same shit you already been picking. Damn, that's how they get it. And then you gave it to the kids, and the kids gave it to their kids, and now everybody like gluten. And then everybody got high blood pressure, they died 30. That's what I'm on. I had high blood pressure, but I had to clear myself.
So, can I ask you your thoughts on there's an artist? How did you cure yourself?
Meditation. Listen, they told me one time, I went to the doctor. They told me my knee, that's what it was swollen for like a year. And like I couldn't do like this. I couldn't move my knee. I couldn't walk, I couldn't do nothing, but I remember everywhere.
I mean, they sell. Because what a lot of people don't know is that everybody God. I mean, I'm God, and I know how to control shit. I know how to use my magic, but everybody else don't know, right? I think everybody should know they God. I think you should know you God too. But you keep working for the money, so you won't understand that you not God. So you kind of like want to create the sounds in your own mind, and you want to sit in silence. You kind of like want to envision what you want to be. So if you want to say you want to be gay, you got to close your mind. Again. You got to close your mind and be the best gay person in the world. If you want to be straight, you got to close your mind and be the best straight person in the world.
That's what you do. You go
if you
through
want to be
both of them?
rich, you got to close your mind and be rich. And then when you open your eyes, you got to say poof, and it's there. So
that's what you do. You say, I want to be gay, I want to be rich.
No, I just say, you read the Bible. Well, I'm gonna tell you a story in the Bible, right? They wanted money, and God was like, I'm gonna give you talents, right? It was 3 people, right? God gave them talent. God gave the first person talent, he gave them 3 talents, gave the other person 5 talents, gave the other person 1 talent, right? That's what I got, mama. So the one person, they came with their talents, and God came back, and it was a king, but we're gonna say God. He came back and said, what'd you do with your talent? He said, well, I took about 3 talents, and I made it. He said, you did good. You go on. He said, other guys, how did you do with your talent? He said, we gave you 5. I took them 5 talents. I said, well, you did good. I asked the other nigga, what you do with your talent? He said, well, look, I got this 1 talent for you. I was so scared to use it. You know what God did? Nah, took his talent and everything else he had. Stop playing on me. So if you don't lose, you don't use it, you lose.
You want to take this time to give us the message that you had for us?
I shared the message already. I don't think you got it. My message that you dead already. That like that when you die, everybody know when you die, a series of things happen. Let me tell you what happened, right? And if you can check this everywhere with the Buddhists and everything. So when you die, you go to like a 49-day stage of hallucinations where you see anything in life that keeps you attached to kind of like trick you back into the matrix, which is here. So in them 49 days, you will see everything from your mother, your relatives, and everything. The problem is, right, the mama you got now was probably your bitch in the other life. I'm sorry, a lot of people don't know, right? The problem is you had attachments. Are you laughing? It ain't funny, right? The problem is you had attachments, right? And to move on, you have to break them attachments. So you think you holding on to your mama the whole time, that's your bitch, and it's not your mama or your bitch, and it's you. I was like, a lot of people don't know, right? So you're not here to really attach to. You here to kind of like get out and take whoever else with you that want to go. That's a lot of people don't know. So I just want to let you know that you already did, and you kind of like hallucinate. What's that word? You hallucinating it. Hallucination. You going through you going through hallucination right now. And you kind of like think you're alive.
Parallel universes.
So I told you, the past and the future, the past and the present is kind of like connected. Think about, they should use their imagination, right? One thing your mom and them told, don't use your imagination, but that's kind of like the trick. That's like the secret code, but they're not gonna tell you that. Imagination is kind of like real. I mean, it is real.
Yeah, no.
Imagination.
Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, kids should use their imagination. I tell my kid to daydream and think about that more than reality, and then follow that.
Go to Alaska right now, they're gonna stop you at a certain point to where you can't go because you can't get to the ice wall. They'll lock you in. So it's like two things you can't do. You can't get out the body and you can't get out the earth. You kind of like locked and locked. You locked in the earth, you locked in your body. That's what I want. I can't make this up.
Okay.
Can't make it up.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I want. I can't make this shit up. Why does I keep it real? All right, a lot of people don't know. Yeah.
Well, did you see the Super Bowl performance from Kendrick Lamar?
I mean, I don't really like the Super Bowl because the same year every team win. You know. You ain't know that?
Nope.
Yeah, the NFL win every year. They make billions. Everything here is imperfect. The only way to make it out is to actually get out and stop chasing the thing. A lot.
So you're not supposed to go to the light.
No, you ain't supposed to go to the light or live a life. You're supposed to kind of like steady yourself and kind of like control your emotions. The world is fake. Everything in it is fake.
I see a lot of personifications of the moon being like a recycler. So that's where my mind goes.
Hey, the moon, gang. The moon is fake, but it's real. The moon is ice. It keeps you stuck in this ice wall. Because in reality, it's an ice wall that's keeping us stuck in because the earth is flat. And the moon is the ice wall. It keeps the ice wall solid. And the sun come around, it moves around us in a circle. And that's why it stays solid. And that's why it's cold at night, because of the moon. It's like the ice box. It's kind of like air conditioning for the earth. That a lot of people don't know.
So the coldest would come from the moon, and then the heat come from the sun. That's what you're saying. That's how the earth cool the heat.
Yeah, but the sun is also a portal. It's the way out. And a lot of people don't know. The sun is how you get to like the other dimensions. You gotta go through the sun. But the problem is, it be burning humans. That's the problem. But that's the way out. I already know. But I can't take my body with me. But that's the way you go when you do life right. You get to go out through the sun.
I'm kind of like, I'm going through a shift. One thing you don't know is like, to live, you kind of like gotta die. And like, every time you want something new, you kind of like gotta kill your old self. And that's kind of like the battle. I like to say I'm 7 people at one time, but 7 of them not conscious. So the 8th one is, but my thing is this, life don't really exist. We all dead. We all dreaming. Nobody taking control. Let me ask you a question, DJU. You ever seen anything in life that wasn't a cycle?
History repeats itself every day.
Not history, everything, the ants, the weather, the emotions. It's a cycle, gang. We all trapped. And my biggest fear is that everybody just stay trapped. So if you ask me about my spirit, I just want to wake people up, gang. We kind of like stuck. The world of simulation, the ice wall is locking us in. They keep tricking us like they landing on the moon. Did you know it's really year 5026? Did you know that? Yeah, the year is really 5026 because this is what they do. After every lot of generations, they kill everybody. Come on.
You gave it CPR?
No, I ain't have to touch it. I just had to remember it being alive. And see, one thing about the brain, it kind of like, it do whatever you tell it, but you can't tell it what to do because it don't understand. So whatever it think it's doing, it kind of like think it's real. Let me tell you what I mean. You know why a lot of people never get through with their dreams and be successful? Because the moment they say, something like, I wanna be rich, they mind kind of like think they rich already. And that's kind of like the trick.
I'm telling you, you find the money in the middle. See, everybody goes chase the money, but you can't get it there. Look at me. They found the money in the middle, right? You got the car, and the motherfucker need a ride. Bitch could have. Right? The money always in the middle. So if you chase the money, you kind of like Jews. That's what I go. You kind of like.
So what you supposed to chase?
So the world was made change. The world is imperfect. So it was made imperfect. No, listen, the world's like this. You'll never work that good. You gonna chase forever.
You know why a lot of people never get through with their dreams and be successful? Because the moment they say something like, I wanna be rich, they mind kind of like think they rich already. And that's kind of like the trick. And then they don't wanna do it no more because they mind kind of like trick. Your mind kind of like work differently than everybody know. Did you know your mind can't think? And they always tell you to think, but they'll tell you now that thinking is kind of like a gift. Nobody thinking in the world. That's why the cycle is going around. But I'm crazy, DJU, because I don't even know how to think all the time. I don't know. I'm confused. I stay confused. The world's
Well, it sound like you think. It sound like you think a lot, bro.
Nah, I can't think. Listen, every time I try to think, I crashed. When I quit thinking and just started being controlled by the devil, everything got good. Because the devil kind of like told me he was God, but kind of like told me it's another God, and it's a woman, and like told me I gotta kind of like balance, but now everything's good.
Well, you definitely been going up.
Because like, a lot of people don't know this, right? Inside your body is kind of like 7, but only one of them, your true existence, like your conscience. That's that voice that controls all the other voices. And when you kind of like, how like everybody is, if you don't understand that consciousness, that voice, then you don't kind of like reincarnate in another body. So God is not a creator, but God had like an attribute, and his attribute was kind of like Sophia. But Sophia is kind of like the creator of God, and it's like the feminine side, the love. And Sophia wanted to create something without God knowing, and what she created was a demiurge that kind of like locked her in.
Basically, are you saying Sophia is like the God that sent the God of this earth here? So would that be the true?
Sophia not the true God. Sophia the God that created the God of this world. See, he decided to create the demiurge, which is the fake God. But he don't know that the real God exists. That's what my mama. So he kind of like think he the only God. And he made this world, made the angels, and made everything to serve him. And he got us her in prison. I see. First, you gotta write a song that go triple diamond, and then you gotta like threaten to like tell everybody that you know about the world simulation, and then you gotta like think years ahead and sacrifice your son, and then you gotta go up, and then you gotta tell everybody the truth.
So what's the truth?
The world. Yeah, we kind of like live in the shadow.
So just like the Matrix.
Nah, I keep saying they didn't like to make that. I'm tired of the same question, so I'm gonna ask you one more time.
I've never asked this question before.
I mean, a lot of people do. It's like we live in different dimensions. It's like a reflection of like whatever God do there, he do her, right? It's like a reflection. It's like a shadow.
What's up, so is below.
You think the disciples worried about what cup Jesus had? They wanted to drink. Man, if you don't drink from this cup, you gonna drink from the other cup, and that's the cup of sorrow. But you can have that cup, because everybody else gonna have that cup. Let me tell you something, right? Out of 1 million people, guess how many people gonna actually make it to like the afterlife for real and not come back reincarnated? Out of 1 million people, guess how many people?
I hope over half.
100.
World kind of like assimilation, and that's real.
Yeah, man, I heard you speak on Real Life True Stars about AI, you know, and the demons that come from AI and the dangers of AI.
Nah, I ain't say it was dangerous. It's only dangerous if you don't know how to use it. See, a lot of people think magic is bad. I mean, but it's good. It's kind of like this. You know, love? Love is the same as lust, right? But they different. But they both magic. So it's kind of like how you use it. Everything is good. Everything got a balance. Without rich, there is no poor. See, every time I see a poor person, I kind of like give them something. Because if they wasn't poor, I'd never be rich. I mean, I don't know. So I need them to be poor. Got to balance.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. So when I told you, this is how I know the fact that God is a girl and a boy at the same time, because he split himself. Because when he split us, it let us know that he split himself. Because everything he did to us, he did to himself also. It happened in all the realms.
And God split into like billions or trillions of different
So
selves of his self, and made me, you.
Yeah. And he gay.
Yeah.
And God gay too.
Well, a piece of him.
Yeah, he also he gay too. That's why the church tell y'all don't do this for homosexuals. They just do it so they can keep all the booty. I mean, I don't know, they like the booty, so they want to keep all the booty, so they tell you don't get none. I mean, I don't want no booty. But the church.
Who be on point?
That's all. They gonna tell you booty bad. No, listen. If they tell you it's bad, so they can keep it all. Booty must be good.
So, with that being said, where do you get your information from, man? I know a lot of people want to know, how did you get so knowledgeable about?
I'm not knowledgeable. When you hear me talk, it don't be me. I mean, cause I'm not the body. So the forces inside of me been here kind of like a long time, and like, you know, when you breathe, you're not breathing air.
Right.
Did you know when you breathe, you're not breathing air? I'm gonna tell you. Do you know what you breathe when you breathe?
What's your answer?
You breathe consciousness. That's what I'm mama, like every code, everything that been in the firmament is still here, and every time you breathe, you kind of like soak it in. I'm gonna tell you how I know. Hold your breath. Stop breathing. First thing you're gonna lose is your consciousness. So first thing you're gonna lose the information, but your heart and all that stuff still gonna be good. You gonna breathe. Everything gonna be good. But the problem is you're not gonna have consciousness. Because what you breathe is the consciousness. That's what I'm on.
That's deep.